Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 6 of mine and Grimm's multiplayer TerraFirmaPunk Let's Play series. Just thought I'd check in here. We're starting a new episode, and I've started working on the layout of the base. I've kind of got these laid out. I'm trying to recess them in the ground just so they're out of the way. I don't like having things up in my face. I want to just have the shape of this thing laid out so I can start building. And it seems quite big, but I don't know if you can kind of tell. It's not really showing up on the map because of all the snow, but this is like a cogwheel shape. There's a better picture of it up on my Twitter if anyone cares. But the idea is there's going to be this shape here with like a sort of ring in the middle, and all around the outside of this is going to be these tall kind of, well, I'm trying to do like a steampunk style like structure. But I've never done that before in my life. I don't really know what I'm doing, so it's going to be trial and error. You guys are going to have to bear with me. But at the same time, I would appreciate feedback. So if you guys have any thoughts or suggestions as this begins to develop, I'm not going to just do it in one go. We're going to do it together. But I'm not going to like make you watch me place every single block off camera. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you the base, where it's getting laid out, the sort of size the overall complex is going to be. We've got this nice mountain in the background. But yeah, we're just getting started. But this means we need to do other things to get ready as well. So one of those is we're going to need a ton of hickory. So I need to get these saplings planted. Just find a space for them. I'm going to do them like a 2 wide gap we figured out. I was doing it with 3, but they were taking forever to chop down. They weren't doing that thing where you get like the chain reaction with them. Like you chop one down and all the ones around it go down. So 2 seems to work a lot better, even if every tree doesn't necessarily grow. So we're going to get these planted. I think I'm also going to get like a willow tree farm going. Just because we're going to need charcoal at some point as well. I do have some plans for like a coal farm, but you can't use that stuff for like vanilla coal. You can't use for like the forge. So we're going to need some charcoal to get it started anyway. And I haven't quite got those charcoal coke oven things sorted yet. Yeah, but there's that. We've got some hickory already. Good to go. Been trying to stockpile some building materials for this. I need to go and get a bunch of basalt. I need to go and get a bunch of andesite. So that's something I'm going to be doing probably this episode. I haven't quite decided yet, but certainly over the next couple. I've also been making copper tools like crazy, getting through these copper sites because they break so quickly. This is sort of the hunting lodge that Grimm has built for us, so we're not living in our luxury cave anymore. But if I head back over there, I will show you. I'm sorry if I sound a bit gross today, guys. I am really suffering from hay fever today. Like, I get it really badly in the summer. Anyone who suffers from hay fever will know what I'm talking about. Those who don't, I'm very jealous. It kind of kills summer. You can't enjoy it when it's like you've got a cold the whole time. Yeah, we got our anvil. We made this a few episodes ago. We did all that multiplayer stuff with Grimm in the meantime, but I've been working away on here, trying to make a point of making tools on this instead of just casting it, just to try and start getting our skills up. So we've got a few points in toolsmithing, weaponsmithing, general smithing. Yeah, we're slowly working through our charcoal, so I'm going to need to replenish that. But one thing is, I am sick to death of copper tools already. We haven't had them for very long, but they just break so quickly. So I want to go and get some bismuth and some zinc, because we've found some of that. And I want to start making some bismuth bronze tools. Maybe we'll get the anvil going. I'm actually tempted to make that the objective for today. Start getting everything ready to build our permanent base, and then maybe get us up to the Bronze Age. The problem with that is that usually I build a crucible before I even get into the Copper Age. I'll just run around, I'll do a ton of exploring, and I'll get the kaolinite and the graphite, and I'll make fire clay and get a couple of crucibles going. Because it's a pain when you're mixing like 3 metals in a vessel and trying to make a ton of ingots and, you know, work with alloys. But we don't have either of those things yet. And we haven't found either of those things yet. And it's going to take a long time of exploring to be able to get them. So I think what I'm going to do is try and get a bunch of zinc and bismuth. and do it the hard way. We're going to try and get a nice little mixture and get some bismuth bronze ingots going. Zinc shouldn't be a problem. Grim has found a nice patch of zinc. He's actually posted a picture of that in his photo album. Bismuth, I found a nice rich vein of it. If I can head over here. Oh, you can see it a little bit better actually from like this. You can sort of see the shape of the cogs coming out. Oh, where did that come from? Something must have been coming after me in the night and I didn't realize. Rich bismuth I have found, but I don't know if you can sort of see it. It's in the side of this mountain here. And I just don't want to defile the mountain. It's glorious, right? So here it is, rich bismuth, just in this wall. I probably am not going to start by mining that then, just because I think it would look silly if there's like all holes in it. But it did give me kind of like a cool idea where we could, you know, this mountain is here, but the whole point of this is we're kind of taking over the environment. We're industrializing everything. We're going to be creating pollution and wrecking the environment. Thought maybe we could put an actual sort of like mine structure into this thing. I don't know how that would look. So tell me what you guys think. But anyways, I've got a lot of resource gathering to do now. I think what I will actually do is finish getting these like willow trees planted, and then I'm going to go and do some mining. And so hopefully when I cut back in, it'll either be because I've seen something cool, or because we're getting our bronze anvil together. I'll see you guys in a bit. While I am trying to track down some more of this stinking sphalerite, it is here. I've gotten a few pieces already, but it's not a good vein. I'm going to keep looking, see how much of this we can get, and if not, I'll keep looking for some more. The good thing about this is that it's in quartzite, and I'm kind of hoping to stumble across... there we go, there's a little piece. I'm hoping to stumble across some graphite while I'm out here, so, you know, cross your fingers for that. But I need your help, and I thought maybe I could ask you guys while I'm working on this. We are slowly creeping up on 100 subscribers, and that is a milestone I never thought this channel was going to reach, so I'm a little bit unprepared. I mean, we've got time. It's probably going to be another... the rate that it's going, probably another month or so before that happens. Cave in, don't mind me. Oh, let's expose some more. Excellent. That's what I like. Cave-ins are good. And some here as well. I need some ideas. I kind of want to do something special for if we ever reach that milestone. And honestly, I don't know what to do for it, because I don't want to do anything like, oh, let's go and fight this boss together, because we're going to be doing that anyway. It's kind of half the point of this pack. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at coming up with ideas for that kind of thing, so thought maybe you guys would have some thoughts or things you want to see, or maybe you'd want to have a certain type of episode, or, you know, sometimes people do like question time, or, you know, and I could answer a bunch of questions about myself or about the series or anything like that. I don't know, just let me know what you think. Stick some ideas in the comments or message me or something, and I'll start accumulating ideas for if we ever reach that milestone. Okay guys, I'm back from that mining trip. That zinc deposit didn't go very far, but I found another one, which was also rich. I'm on a bit of a roll with finding the rich veins. I think everything we find from now on is going to be poor. Also well, I'll show you. That's all our copper. This is all of the zinc I mined, but my prospector's pick broke, and like this is my last copper pickaxe. I'd need to make some more, and I'm sick of mining with copper tools. I wanted to start making some bronze. So on the way back, I found a little bit of bismuth. I found some bismuth, like regular quality, normal, and I found a little bit of rich as well, but neither of them were very large veins. I just basically picked out what I could find easily. My pick was about to break, so I had to stop and brought it home. And I need to start making some bismuth bronze now, but I also found this cool little thing called an alloy calculator. Usually I'll just sit and work it out with a calculator. It's not that hard. But if you go, let's say we want bismuth bronze, and you click on the ingot there, and it'll tell you the proportions you need. So between 50 and 65% copper, between 20 and 30% zinc, between 10 and 20% bismuth, right? You can just work that out on a calculator. But now, from the Udemy mod, we've got this alloy calculator. And what you can do is open that up, stick your copper in there, and stick your materials, and it'll tell you what you're going to make. So right now we're going to make like an unknown ingot. But like you can kind of tweak it a little bit. So we want, let's see, our copper's 33%. We want it to be between 50 and 65. So like if I add some more of this, 40, yeah, I don't know, maybe take out some of the zinc because we wanted that to be between 20 and 30%. So that's not high enough now. A little bit more, it's probably too much bismuth, so let's tweak this to between 10 and 20%. Yeah, we're way too high on that, so let's take out like half. Oh. Yeah, okay, there you go. This is going to make us exactly 14 ingots of bismuth bronze, so that's pretty good. And you can just play around with it until you get the proportions you want. Now, it just so happens that 14 ingots is the perfect amount for... Oops, oh yeah, I got some venison, I need to put that away. For an anvil. So I'm definitely going to smelt all that up. And like that has 4 slots just like the vessel has 4 slots, right? So you can work out exactly how much you can fit into one of these things. I will get that going in a minute. Ooh, some spare ingot cast. That's actually pretty handy. Just put this stuff away for now. And hopefully like I have enough stuff left over that I can make some bismuth ingots afterwards. And we've got to make the anvil first, because otherwise we won't be able to make any bismuth tools on the anvil. And I know I could just like pour it straight into an ingot cast. You can do that with bronze, but I really want to start working on my smithing skill here. Start getting tools with better stats. So yeah, I'll get that going in a minute, and I'll cut back afterwards once we're making the actual anvil. But our theme for today really is getting ready for... Have I got this water barrel on me? Yes, I do. I'm probably going to need some of this stuff as well. And let's just take this hammer for now. The theme for today is basically getting ready for building our base. And it is going to be a big project. And so that's why I'm kind of taking a bit of time to do the prep work now, not just putting a building together. Grim has been kind enough to make us this hunting lodge over here, so we have somewhere to live in the meantime. I don't know what he has against that cave, honestly, it's great, but no, I mean, I like this. But we're going to need a whole ton of bricks for this too, and I haven't gone mining for the andesite yet. I'll do that soon. But before we can do that, we're going to need to get ourselves some mortar. This will do, this is fine. To make mortar, you need to put flux into a barrel of water. So, I don't know, let's just turn all this back into this. Hammer with a flux rock. This marble, by the way, I completely stripped down one of those giant heads. There was one made of marble, so I found another one. I mined it all the way down. Well, all the stuff that's above the surface apparently goes quite deep as well. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of flux here. And then we need to... Oh, I can never... This is what I was looking at it before. I can never remember how much of this you need to put in. So let's see. Flux is used on an anvil. Yeah, good. 500. Wow, I'm paranoid. I thought I heard something sneaking up on me there. 500 for one piece. So this is 10 buckets, which means we need... Oh, goodness. 20? Is that right? Unseal you. Yeah, there we go. We got 10 buckets of lime water now. And now if I go and get some sand and shove it in there, it's going to make a bunch of mortar for us. So in fact, I'll do that now. I'll take a quick cut because I need to go and mine some. Okay, the sun is going down, so I want to get this going. And it takes a bit of time anyway, so if we leave this processing, we'll have some mortar ready for when we get some bricks. So take a stack of sand, stick it in, and then the output is 16 mortar for every sand you put in. So that should get us a fair ways. We'll have to keep making more. But yeah, it's getting dark now. I'm just going to go and set that pit kiln going for those ingots. Try and time it so that it finishes when the sun starts coming up, and then we can make our anvil. I'll see you guys in a minute. You know what? There's one other thing I wanted to try. I got this stuff to make the sinew bow string. Just from random drops, getting the, like this. Whoop. Ah! This is a bad guy. I'm trying to record. I'm not ready for you yet. Those things are brutal. Yeah, I got the stuff to make this bow. made the bow limb. The recipe for that is literally just a log with a knife. It's pretty easy. Recipe for this is three of these sinew strings. You can make that with sinew fiber, which you get from tendons. And it's the tendons you get from drops. Yeah, not yet. We're almost ready for you guys. If you put them together, yeah, you get this longbow. And what I'm wondering is whether this does any more damage than the regular bow. So we've got our arrows. First off, yeah, we can. Does look like we can draw the normal arrows. Oh, yeah, that's, wow, that is way better. Oh, happy with that. Oh, I think we have a reason for farming arrows now. I mean, obviously, it's not like a one-shot kill, but what do you expect from such low tech, right? You can also make, is there like a crossbow? And I kind of want to try this out, but we need some leather for it, and we don't have leather technology yet, so maybe we can get that going soon. We can try out the crossbow too. But I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, we still got 5 hours remaining on this. I won't make you guys wait around on the pit kiln, but I'll see you once it finishes. Okay, sun is coming up, and the pit kiln is now ready. So let's see if we can do a repeat performance of what happened with the copper anvil here. Oops, didn't want that. Whatever, you can stay in my inventory for a minute. We're going to make our 14 ingots here. Now, I should have got this more organized. Got all this junk from all these mobs. That's one. Should have space, shouldn't we? Yeah, we should be fine. 2. Okay, and that's the last one. Looks like we're still okay. We've got all 14 of them out. I've put a couple of torches in here, so when I shift click, it goes straight into the welding slots, because that's all we want. Okay, that's 1. Okay, this one go down as well. 2. Okay, and then in you go. Weld, right. And repeat, and hopefully we can go quickly enough that we won't let these cool down. It's looking okay so far. We're basically ahead of the game here. Oh, I don't know if this is lag or what's going on here, but there we go. Okay, and that's the last ingot. So we did it. We've got a bronze anvil now. Can just make this thing. So that gets us into the Bronze Age. The problem is we're going to need a ton more of this bronze. Not only am I going to need stuff for tools, we've got a lot of mining to do, but we need to make at least 1 bloomery to get into the Iron Age. And I actually like to make 2 of them, minimum, because otherwise you're spending ages waiting around to produce iron. In fact, I can take all this out. I didn't need you again. Doesn't matter, we'll make more charcoal, it's fine. So I need to go and find a decent vein of bismuth somewhere. I'm sure it'll be fine. I just need to do a little bit more exploring. Probably have to mine a bit more copper. We'll see how far this goes. I'm pretty sure we're set for sphalerite, for zinc. But yeah, definitely going to need some more in the bismuth department. And apart from that, just gathering resources and stuff. But I think what we'll do next episode, just for a change of pace, is I want to go and make a spawner for us. We don't have a mob farm in this world yet, so that's going to be my next mission. Whether I do the airship spawner or the submarine one, I don't know. I kind of fancy doing the airship just for something a little bit different. Just see what kind of drops we can get out of that. But I'll have a think about it between episodes. Go and work some stuff out in creative. But otherwise, thanks very much for watching, guys. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.